The following contest is an Extreme Rules match. Making his way to the ring from Houston, Texas, weighing in 256 pounds, Booker T.
Man, listening to the reaction this guy gets from a crowd never gets old. The athleticism on display in this upcoming match is going to be unreal.
Such emotion here.
Yeah, what's going to happen?
There's no telling what these competitors will do in Extreme Rules, but I can guarantee we're about to find out.
Seems like these guys are letting out a lot of pent-up frustration tonight.
And sometimes that neck pain can be felt all the way down the spine.
And if you want to talk about someone in the ring who has it all, power, speed, resilience, and that killer instinct to know when it's time to take someone out, it's Booker T.
Yeah, without a doubt, Cole. Booker's agility also allows him to fly through the air, which you don't always see from someone his size. And Booker's pretty darn good at knocking opponents out with a kick of his, too.
Quick thinking to avoid that. Going for an encore here.
Well, we're on the move here.
Edge is in trouble. Look out.
Oh, once you get out of the ring, anything can happen. You've got to... Oh, wow.
Nobody comes back from this. King, when you think about all the skills Booker T developed over his career, which began in Houston, Texas, under legendary promoter Paul Boesch, it's no wonder Booker's one of the most decorated... champions ever known in both tag team and singles competition.
Oh, wait, nice reversal. Oh, that's one way to make your lunch come back up.
Wow, look at this. We're seeing one person do their best to make sure another person can no longer compete in the WWE. This is going to be a night we will never forget.
He is slowly getting dissected.
It's just a matter of time now.
He's pulling out all the stops tonight. Oh, out of nowhere. You know, Booker T has combined all of his abilities like no one else. I mean, Booker can go toe-to-toe with a brawler, exchange power moves with a strongman, and trade missile drop kicks with a high flyer. Oh, and don't forget his agility in breaking off a spin-a-rooney. Look how slow he is to recover here. That was some serious punishment.
Covers. And a kick out.
The kick out's all that saved him. This match goes on. You don't beat a veteran that easily.
The spear.
The end is near after that spear.
And into the cover. And he kicks out.
And he lives to fight again. Oh, Booker's been beat up 6 ways to Sunday, but he's still fighting. They tell young competitors coming up to pick a finisher that can be done to any competitor regardless of his size. Well, Edge was paying attention that day because his finisher has floored Big Show, Rey Mysterio, and everybody in between. And I mean everybody.
I got to tell you, these guys are in the best shape I've ever seen them in.
Not today. Too fast.
Oh, wait. Nice reversal. There's a drop kick.
Nobody home there.
Nobody home? Cole, that looked like the house has been empty for months. Wow. He's still down after that.
Speaking of Edge's spear, I'll never forget watching him spear Mick Foley through a flaming table at WrestleMania 22. Talk about a WrestleMania moment.
No kidding. It seems like Edge always unleashes the big spears at WrestleMania. How about that one he did to Jeff Hardy off the ladder at WrestleMania X7? Wow. He wants this battle decided inside the ring. And now they hit him with the table.
It's got to be over now.
Did you see that? Did you hear that? It seems that someone is very comfortable using a weapon against an opponent.
And he's heading back in.
I can't blame him. Nothing good is going to happen out here on the floor. Wow, what a slam to the ground.
Extra slow getting back to his base here.
And Edge is begging him to bring it here.
You know, Booker T is a man who can thrill an audience like no one else in sports entertainment. And Booker is also not going to back down from a fight from anyone in that locker room. He's been a champion. He's been a king. And he's just waiting for the opportunity to hit a spinneroonie.
He's made great reversal.
Oh, big DDT. He's just getting dissected.
When this guy's on, look out.
And there's the reversal.
We're looking at complete domination here.
Whoa! Edge escaped trouble there.
That's a textbook maneuver.
And that's patented Michael Cole. Cole, Booker T always gets a WWE crowd to its feet. But if someone is looking to make a name for themselves at Booker's expense, well, you can forget that sucker. He's looking at it.
And now Edge could have this match in the bag. Makes the cover.
1, 2, 3. Oh, wow, what a win. We may be looking at the match of the year. 1 in a million. We may be looking at I can't believe what we saw.
Here's your winner, The following contest is an Extreme Rules match. Making his way to the ring from St. Louis, Missouri, weighing in at 245 pounds, the Apex Predator, Randy Orton.
The Viper looks focused and ready to strike here tonight.
Yeah, and every single win is so important here in the WWE. You can bet that Randy Orton has his sights on a victory.
Calling this one's going to be a real treat, Michael, and I know you feel the same way.
Yep, so does King.
There's no telling what these competitors will do in Extreme Rules, but I can guarantee we're about to find out.
Oh, man, from the high rent district.
I wouldn't know what that's like.
Oh, what's he going to do to follow that up?
Well, that missed him all right.
Hey, did you look before firing? What an idiot.
Just making his presence felt there. It's striking to me how in any contest involving Ric Flair, momentum ends up playing such a major part of the proceedings. We've always seen it. When the Nature Boy starts building up a head of steam, firing himself up, taunting his opponent, it's almost impossible to turn the tables on him.
So true, Michael. Flair seems to gobble up every ounce of energy in the building, whether the fans are with him or against him. He feeds off the intensity and uses it to his own benefit. Nobody builds up the mojo like the Nature Boy.
Going for the cover. And he escapes with a kick out.
And a kick out by Flair.
Beautiful counter by Flair.
Only the Nature Boy could execute a reversal with such style. And the ability of Ric Flair to fire himself up works the other way, too. Flair absolutely delights in humiliating the man across the ring from him. He doesn't just want to beat you. He wants to make you look bad while he's doing it. And we've seen Ric Flair make a lot of performers look very bad. Randy Orton showing some adversity right now. How much damage did that do?
A lot from the looks of it.
He's too good inside the ring to be out on the floor for long.
I don't agree with you, King. Back in the ring again. Good.
Oh, man! Did you hear that?
So I think the lesson to be learned from what we were talking about is that if you're going to take on the Nature Boy, you've got to keep him out of the driver's seat. Because once Flair has the upper hand, he's harder to slow down than a runaway train.
He's not exactly popping up to his feet here.
Well, what do you expect, Michael? Did you see what just happened?
It's well documented that Randy Orton has no absence of malice, and that will come into play in this match.
From our vantage point, it doesn't even look like a sweat has been broken. He doesn't want to do this outside the ring.
Well, I don't blame him. Keep the action inside the ring. That's where you're going to win this thing.
He's too busy bragging it. Boast and then battle into this matchup.
Boy, old Steakhouse is enjoying this.
One of the most punishing finishing moves in the business is Ric Flair's figure four leg lock when the Nature Boy's got you down on the mat. Submission is just about the only option.
Astonishing maneuver by Randy Orton. just got laid out.
We may very well be witnessing one of the greatest episodes of Raw in recent memory.
Textbook snapmare.
You're watching Raw. For more than 20 years, the premier program in all of sports entertainment.
And as for that figure 4 leg lock, Ric Flair has forced some of the tough RKO! RKO!
He could pin his opponent right here.
I think this is it.
And the shoulders up.
And the match continues. I love this. I can't believe it. He just won't go away.
Going top rope once more.
They love it up there. Ric Flair. Oh! Oh, that can't feel good.
Extra slow getting back to his base here.
We may have discovered his favorite move.
You think? He seems to use it often enough.
You have to think that's it.
Wow, look at this.
Oh, man!
That's it. Did you hear that? I'm just glad I didn't feel it.
Few superstars are as dominant as this guy.
I don't think there's any lengths that these superstars won't go to achieve victory here tonight.
We're looking at complete domination here.
Look at this.
How much more? How much more are you willing to pay to win this match? This is unreal.
That's got to be it. Randy Orton. How about that finishing move?
How much damage did that do?
A lot from the looks of it.
What a counter that was.
Quick thinking to avoid that.
No love lost between these two.
He's got to be history. Is he still even conscious? Oh, man.
Flair, so measured in the ring, so technically gifted. This is vintage.
He's really squeezing tight on that figure 4.
This is exactly how he drew this one up. You can bet we're going to see some styling and profiling from the Nature Boy here.
And when he's done, he'll probably do some limousine riding, jet flying, and kiss stealing. Oh, you'd have to assume that from Nate.
We're in the feeling out process. Who's going to get the advantage and maintain control?
Your guess is as good as mine, Cole. Over the course of his career, Nature Boy Ric Flair knew a thing or two about being a part of dominant factions. First, in the 1980s as a founding member of the Four Horsemen, and then in 2003 as a cornerstone of the Triple H-led Evolution.
Not today, too fast. Ooh, that one stung.
Oh, out here you have to be able to think on your feet lightning fast. One mistake, one moment of hesitation, and you could find yourself in a world of hurt. Ouch! You can hear that in different time zones. I'm not sure I can watch this. Oh, out of nowhere!
Rattle that spine with a powerful scoop slam.
Oh, make an appointment with your chiropractor after that.
King, you spoke about Ric Flair and his history of being a part of powerful groups. I don't know if anything will ever beat the Four Horsemen, but when you look at Evolution and the group's dominance in WWE, it becomes a real interesting discussion. Randy Orton's got to be hurt after that.
No kidding. I don't know how Orton's not laid out after that kind of punishment.
Good Lord, that wasn't even close.
So that's what it's like being so far off the mark. Oh, wait, nice reversal. Oh, no, Ric Flair with the opportunity. Well, if it were me, I'd keep going after the arm. Don't stop until it doesn't work anymore. Oh, out here you have to be able to think on your feet lightning fast. One mistake, one moment of hesitation, and you could find yourself in a world of hurt.
King, you spoke about Ric Flair, the Four Horsemen and Evolution. Both were so strong in their respective days of operation. Evolution is interesting to look at when you consider that from being in Evolution, Randy Orton and Batista both broke out on their own to create incredible singles careers.
Yeah, you know, it looks like the key is Ric Flair. That if the Nature Boy is part of a group, it instantly becomes a dream team. I mean, it makes total sense. Flair was a champion as a single star and a tag team champion with different partners. So he knows the importance of being able to work together for a common good while still being the Nature Boy. Woo!
Narrowly avoids the attack there.
There's the suplex.
That was nice. I'm not sure I can watch this. You know, Michael, one of the fascinating things about Ric Flair isn't that he's a two-time WWE Hall of Fame inductee, but it's that he even had a career in the ring at all. Because this is a man who barely survived a devastating plane crash just as his pro wrestling days were getting started.
Look at Flair zeroing in on his opponent with the precision of a fine craftsman at work. It's like the Nature Boy is going a mile a minute in there. Ric's always been revered for his superior cardiovascular conditioning.
Randy Orton is getting ready here.
Astonishing maneuver by Randy Orton. The longer this match goes, the more moves like that will add up. An amazing life fact, Cole. Flair couldn't continue to be the straight-up brawler that he had been before the plane crash. It forced him to change his style. I mean, get crafty and use every trick in the book. And he learned them all, brother. It's what turned him into the so-called dirtiest player in the game that we all know him as today.
Look past the ring at the thousands and thousands of WWE fans in attendance. Each and every one of them are having a great time tonight.
Oh, you're right about that. You always have a great time when you attend the WWE event live, just like we are here tonight. This is wonderful. Look at him unloading with the Thesz press.
Every now and then, you'll see a competitor pick up a lucky win, but that's nearly impossible in a tournament format. Only the absolute cream of the crop go on to the finals.
The name Orton and the word history go hand in hand. I think about WrestleMania 20, when Randy made his WrestleMania debut in the same building his dad did for the first Showcase of Immortals back in 1985. At WrestleMania 20, Randy scored the pinfall for his team that night and gave a glimpse of the WrestleMania greatness that was to come.
Look at the pain on his face after that neck breaker. He set it up. No way. What a move from Randy Orton. That's how you impress the WWE Universe, folks.
The shoulders are down. End of story. This one's over.
Whoa, usually when so, and again he gets struck with that object.
Wow, it doesn't get much better than that right there.
Direct hit. I don't know.
Good sleeper hold. Tough move to get out of. It's going to take a lot to change the tide of this one. What a win. Man, he's got to feel great. some unbelievable highlights. Watch this. You want to talk about crowd pleasing?
Here's your winner, the Nature Boy, Ric Flair.
What a grueling match. It looked like anybody's match there toward the end. I fully expect Randy Orton to bounce back from this loss in extremely quick fashion. What a great match we just saw here on Raw. Thank you to everybody at home for choosing to spend part of your Monday night with us.